monumental loss for our coaching profession. Coach was a Hall of Famer at Independence High School for over 3 decades of his work on the field and off the field at Independence, but in being the founder of the LFCA and the godfather of the Coaches Association. And one of the lasting things he did was make sure that every member of the LFCA would continue to receive 2 tickets to every LSU home game. So that was one of the things that he always fought for in the transition to coaches, and just a tremendous loss, and just a model for what our industry should be, and definitely for all of our football coaches as well.
Longtime LHSAA coach Charles Baglio won over 200 games at Independence High and was later hired by Nick Saban at LSU to serve as the school's high school liaison. Baglio was inducted into the LHSAA Hall of Fame in 2001 and was part of 3 national championship teams at LSU under Saban, Les Miles, and Ed Ogeron.
Everything he touched seemed to turn to gold. I don't know, it's just, he was good-natured, hard. God was blessing us.
In the 80s and the 90s, and really for 30 years, you could say that 2 teams in purple and gold, Tim Detilier's Lutcher Bulldogs and the Tigers of Independence and Charlie Baglio, always on a collision course in the 3A playoffs. But Detilier, who became fast friends with Baglio, says the first time they met is the one he remembers the most.
It's my first year at St. Charles, and I'm going to be the head football coach because football is king. And I look at the schedule, and Independence is on, and I'm saying, who scheduled it? Because at that time, you know, he's got Tofield and all, you know. We have no business playing. Well, anyway, we go down there and we play. We played hard. It was a close game. They won. And, you know, shook his hand and stuff, and because I really didn't know him. I go home, I'm living in Grand Point, and I get home, I finally get to head to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and the phone rings. Brown, I can tell you love it. Who is this? It's Coach Baglio. And he started, he must probably had a, you know, little party after the game or something, I don't know. But he just kept talking, and we talked. And from that moment on, you know, he became a friend, but then he became one of my best friends. You know, we did everything together. I don't know of anybody who ever, you know, didn't like Coach Baggs. Even if you had a problem with him, you know, he'd win you over. I just couldn't believe it. Even today when I think about it, I'm kind of in shock.
In 22 years, Baglio won 77% of his games and didn't have to trade his purple and gold or Tigers to work for LSU football as a high school relations man under Saban, Miles, and Ogeron, earning him 3 trips to the White House.
So Baglio was telling the president, Trump, a joke. And of course they laugh, and Coach Bag hits Trump on the back. All right, Brown, you know, hit his back. 2 or 3 guards come to get him, and Trump's got to wave them off. You know, but that's Baglio. You know?
But perhaps Baggs best known for growing the state's high school coaches association, clinics, scholarships, giving back to the game that gave him joy.
Yeah, everybody knows he's a casino guy. If he's having a good night, you know, whether he knows you or not, he's sharing it with you. You know, like who does that? But if you were angry with him, you couldn't stay angry with him. He wouldn't let it. You know, he just wouldn't let it. And his nature, you know, he's almost like Santa Claus walking around. You know, I don't know how else to say it.
Baglio, it seems, always loved the handoff, both on the field.
They were running the football, and at that time, you know, if you could run the football in high school, because you never know the weather and stuff, you're going to be successful. But of course, when you got guys like Tofield and, you know, they always had a running back some kind of way. They had a running back, and the guy was unbelievable.
Or off the field, to his friend and fellow Hall of Famer.
For some reason, he took an extra liking to me. I don't know why. You know, I became the treasurer, secretary, you know, not that I wanted it.
Whether it was money or hardware, after Superdome losses to Evangel.
He got the trophy, he immediately, bam, he gave me the trophy. I said, what do you want me to do with it? Just keep it, you know. And you know, what I'm doing with that.
Or the clinics they ran at the Dome.
We would have the key to the Superdome. I don't think they ever gave the key to the Superdome to anybody, you know. So they gave it to Baglio. Baglio gives it. So for 3 days, I got the key to the Superdome. You know, what I'm doing with it, you know.
Until the end, when Bags planned to repurpose his late wife's garments for gifts to charities sparing no expense.
2 or 3 weeks ago, he called me. Hey, is that lady still working? I can't believe I'm remembering all this and telling the story. I said, sure. And I got in touch with her, and she'd love to do it. And I had to call her, you know, because he never gave me the stuff. He didn't have the chance. I guess that's my last story.
Coach Baglio passed away last week at age 81. Condolences to his family and friends. We thank Coach Detillier and LHSCA Director Eric Held for taking time to speak about Coach Bags.